Hi guys, today's video I'm going to be doing this very bright eyeshadow look. I actually got the inspiration from Jackie Aina here on YouTube. She did a look like this on Instagram, and then she posted like a get ready with me type tutorial with another YouTuber, and I just fell in love because the eyes were so bright and bold, and it's a matte look. These are the type of looks I like, just very simple but in your face. This is actually from Black China's makeup. But I just love it. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. I saw this makeup look. I do have on a shirt. I saw this makeup look on Jackie Aina, and I believe it's inspired by Black China's makeup. She wears pretty makeup. See, I said something nice. And I just figured it would be perfect for summer. A lot of the makeup looks that I tend to do on my channel are very neutral. That's just because I'm a neutral girl. So I decided this would be a nice summer pop of color. So I'm gonna start with an eye primer. I use my Smashbox eye primer. And like always, I will have all the items listed below. So the first color we're going to use is from the Urban Decay Electric palette, and it is going to be called Slow Burn, and it's this orange color right here. It's almost like a hot orange slash red, so that's what we're going to be laying down in our crease. And for that, I'm just going to take a fluffy crease brush, tap into that color, and swipe that on my eye. Now I'm gonna start using a light touch because you don't want to go in too heavily. So once I get a nice color laid, I'm going to start patting this color. I find that with really intense kind of neon colors, it works well to kind of pat them on opposed to swiping because you get a better color payoff. Okay, so that's good for now. We're gonna move on to the next eye. Now, if you have hooded eyes like myself, I would kind of open your eye and look at where the color placement is just to make sure it's even. Because a lot of the times when I put color in my actual crease and then I open my eyes, it's kind of hidden because my eyes are hooded. So, okay, now that we have our orange down, I'm going to go into the color red. And this is just a matte red from Sephora. This is Red Carpet number 286. And for this, I'm just going to use a flat shader brush to get the most color payoff. These colors are looking very similar. I might have to use an orange blush that I have because these colors look identical. So for my lid, because I want a high color payoff, I'm concentrating on just packing the color on, not necessarily swiping it. And you can bring it up to your crease because you're going to be blending these two colors in to each other. Okay, now because those two colors look very similar, I'm going to use an orange blush that I have called Taj Mahal. And this is a trick that you guys can do as well, to use an orange, any type of powder. You can use it multi-purposely. I've used this as eyeshadow before. I've used it as color on my actual face. So it really doesn't matter with makeup. It's all about how you want to use each product. So I'm going to use that same fluffy shader brush. I'm going to tap into that and put this in my crease. Yeah, that looks more orange already. The only thing is that this is a shimmery color. Okay, now I'm going to take a fluffy crease brush and I'm going to get a color that's kind of like my skin tone but with a little more orange undertone in it, and I'm going to be using Isabel from the Master Palette by Mario, and I'm just going to be blending the top of that orange color out so that like at the top of my eye near my eyebrow it's not orange. This color Isabel is seriously like a staple for me. Especially this summer. I've been using it in almost every look. I just love it so much. Now I'm gonna take that red color again and I'm going to just blend the red more into the orange color. So I'm just gonna bring it up a little higher. Now, for this look, your eyeshadow really should be matte, like all matte, but I improvise and I really don't think I have a matte regular orange shadow. So Taj Mahal will just have to do. So this is pretty much the basis for the upper lid space. I'm gonna finish doing the rest of my face now. I'm going to do my concealer. This is my Tarte Shape Tape. Now, whenever you're doing like really bright shadow looks, I would do your eyeshadow before your concealer and everything, or even before your foundation, but as long as you're gonna use a lighter concealer, it shouldn't really be a problem. Now I'm going to set that concealer with my Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder, and that also kind of tones down the color. See how that already looks more like natural? I think so. And then I also use the Loose Translucent Setting Powder to set the oily areas of my face. Although today I did try out the Clinique Pep Start Hydro Blur moisturizer. And it looks like the type of product that's gonna help keep me matte. So we'll see. And now I'm gonna do bronzer because I'm looking very light and I need some warmth to my face. Of course, I'm using my favorite, the OG Guerlain Terracotta in number 5. I've hit pan on this. This is gonna be a hard repurchase, guys, because it's very expensive and I don't wanna have to repurchase it, but I just love it so much. I love it so much. Comment down below if you know where that's from. By now, you guys should be sick of hearing me talk about it, and you should know. That's my boo. So I basically put bronzer in like the hollows of my cheek, under my chin. And I use my MAC 136 or 138. I don't know, the numbers have rubbed off. It looks like 138. I like to use a fluffy brush because I find that when you want a diffused look, it works better to use a brush with bristles that are not tightly packed. The more tightly packed the bristles are, the higher coverage you'll get. And I don't always want tons of coverage with bronzer. Well, that's a lie because look how much I'm putting on. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to kind of mimic what I did on my upper lid to the lower eye area. I'm going to use, yeah, let's just use the Nars. I'm gonna use Taj Mahal. Now I'm going to apply my lashes. I'm going to be using my Idole 600s. They're not in the right case, but yeah, I'm gonna pop those on and be right back. So anxious. Okay, I've applied my lashes and my mascara. Let's do blush because I love blush. Now, because the eyes are so bold and dramatic and I have on lashes and like earrings, I'm gonna go a little neutral on the blush. I'm gonna be using my favorite neutral blush, which is Nars Lovejoy. I think it's perfect. So I'm just gonna plop that on my cheeks. It kind of just gives you like a bronzy look. Like it's almost a bronzer with a little hint of color. And I've been loving a lot of bronzer. Not a lot, well, I always love a lot of bronzer, but I've been loving a lot of blush lately. So if I go overboard, you'll have to excuse me. Okay, now for highlighter, I'm going to be using, I wanted to use Becca Opal, but I cannot find it. So we're gonna be using Becca's Topaz, which is very intense. Let me tone down this blush. I don't wanna be giving too much for the people because whenever I step out of my house, I always look crazy. So I'm just gonna be using my stippling brush. That's my new preferred method of application. And I'm just gonna put it right here. Whew, so pretty. And I bring it like right there. I just love the way highlighter looks. I put a little bit on my forehead and a little bit on my chin. Just gonna take a Q-tip and get rid of the makeup off of my mole. You'll look at me and be like, oh, she just has fabulous skin because I can see her mole. Ha, that's the trick. Okay, the last step is going to be lips. I'm going to do a very neutral lip just because this eye is so bold, and this is Kat Von D's Bow and Arrow. This is one of my favorite summer like neutral nudes, even though this is like a cool tone nude. It's basically like the color of my lips. So guys, I hope you like this makeup look. I wanted to do something with a very bright eye. I figured this is perfect for summer, even though we're kind of like, well, we're kind of like in the middle of summer. I don't usually tend to do looks like this, so I figured this would be perfect. You can always tone down the lip a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so the lip that I have on is actually Trendsetter. So I will try to insert a picture. I always forget, but I'm going to try to. And if you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below as well. I hope you really like this eye look. I think it's just so fun and bright, and it's perfect for if you're like me and you just like to wear a simple all black outfit. This is really going to be like an attention grabber. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye. Hi guys, today's video I'm going to be doing this very bright eyeshadow look. I actually got the inspiration from Jackie Aina here on YouTube. She did a look like this on Instagram, and then she posted like a get ready with me type tutorial with another YouTuber, and I just fell in love because the eyes were so bright and bold, and it's a matte look. These are the type of looks I like, just very simple but in your face. This is actually from Black China's makeup, but I just love it. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching.